Yo, Christians, does this look familiar? Hola, techies, bienvenidos a este video. Ahora vamos a ver los if-then statements y Booleans. But what are those things? Well, first let's take a look at if-then statements. Let's go back to hell. As you can see, it's basically if a condition, then do this. And Booleans are basically just a true or false statement. And you can define them by saying dim blank as Boolean equals true or false, whatever. You don't even need the equals true or false in the beginning. So throughout the How to Be Programmer series, we're going to be making a POS system, the thing they use at restaurants, only because it encompasses a lot of things. So we'll create a new project, cut POS, not piece of shit, point of service, or point of sale. I'm just going to do some quick things to perform. And for now, this is going to be very basic. We're just going to add a button, a text box, and a checkbox, and a label. What's cool about the checkboxes are that they're a great example to teach Booleans. They have two settings, if they're checked or if they're not checked. And they have a property, checked, which is a Boolean, so we'll take a look at that. And programmatically, to set the value of a Boolean, it's going to be like this. In more advanced languages, you're going to use the bottom one. So what we want this app to do is we want to input the total and then check whether the patron paid or not, and then write it to a text file. That's why it's so basic right now. And let's just move the controls around and let's see. Make sure to set properties for your controls so you know what they mean. And now let's get coding! Alright, so to start we're going to import system.io only because we need to. So if you need to, do that. Checkbox 1 dot checked equals true and push enter. When getting a value like this in other languages, you're going to use a double operator, in this case a double equal sign. Now let's tell it what to do when it meets that condition. You don't need any of this yet. And if you want your program to do something if it doesn't meet that condition, what you can do is type in else or else if you want something specific before the end if. If you want to use else if, you can use as many as you want until you get tired or until you don't need any more. But logically, since there are only two possibilities, we're just going to use else. So type in else and then hit enter and then put your command there. So what this does is that it checks if you have checked the checkbox, and then it saves a text file to your documents folder with whatever's in the text box, meaning the money total and whether you paid or not. So let's debug this right now. Here's our program. Let's type in $5. We paid. Let's click save and let's go into our documents folder. There is pos.txt. Let's open that up. And $5, and we paid. Well, what happens if we don't check that? Well, let's bring up our program again. Let's uncheck that. Let's click OK and press save. Open that up. $5 not paid. So those are if-then statements and Booleans for you.